My name is Josh Silvertown, founder of DreamCatcher Mentoring. DreamCatcher Mentoring was founded in 2005 with a small class of students, about 12 kids, who piloted the program, and since then we've had about 1,300 students get a one-on-one high-quality mentoring match with DreamCatcher Mentoring.
My name is Nick. I chose conservation officer because I've always loved the outdoors and animals. I have personal goals of getting through high school and getting to a good school to become a conservation officer. I believe DreamCatcher helped me realize that this is what I want to do.
My name's Alyssa. I go to school at Banyan Catholic Secondary School. I want to be an astronaut. I think it was awesome to share it with someone who understood and had my same sort of liking of the topic, because a lot of my friends don't really get it because they're like, yeah, okay, yeah. They just don't grasp how awesome space is and how big it is and all that. I think it's cool having a mentor, even if it's not in the field that you really want to do, because you have to pick 3 and then you may not get what you first want to do, but they can still help you a lot with making decisions as to what you want to do and where you want to go and all that.
My motivation for starting the program was the information given about it really excited me. The fact that the students would have a chance to have contact with experts in the fields that they were interested in. They would have tons of information that I personally couldn't give them. The fact that they were going to have a chance to have a personal relationship with a Canadian who could possibly be anywhere in the world doing their dream job. To me, it just seemed like the opportunity of a lifetime to get my students involved in that.
My name is Michael. I go to St. Patrick's High School and I participated in the DreamCatcher Mentoring program in 2013. Before I started the program, I honestly thought it wasn't going to be the greatest thing, just another person telling me what to do. For my career, I wanted to be a police officer. So before I started the program, I knew quite a bit about the RCMP through searching on the internet and talking to some of the police officers here in town. With the mentor, we talked about what is included in the everyday job and how it changes from day to day and the different kinds of paths you could go. After my completion of the program, I felt a lot more confident with the career path I chose, as well as the school that I chose to go to.
My name is Susan Huvenaars. I'm a career counselor at Ecole St. Patrick High School in Yellowknife, Northwest Territories. DreamCatcher Mentoring Program, I think it's so valuable for students, particularly in small communities in the north. I think we're very lucky here in Yellowknife. There's a great deal of different kind of occupations that students can maybe mentor or go and talk to the person about that occupation. But there's so many that we don't have here. Like the student that wants to be an astrophysicist, there's not a whole lot of them here in Yellowknife. And the fact that he could talk to an actual astrophysicist is fantastic and so meaningful for that student. And I think particularly for those smaller communities where there's not a whole lot of occupations there, the students that can talk to somebody in Canada that is actually in that occupation, I think it would be a great motivator for them to continue in school and to follow their dreams.
Hello, my name is Bo Standish and I'm an assistant professor in electrical and computer engineering at Ryerson University in Toronto, Ontario. I'm originally from St. Catharines, which is down by Niagara Falls in Ontario, and throughout my career I've worked in a couple of different countries like the United States, and I've been involved with DreamCatcher Mentoring for the last 3 years. When I became a mentor with the DCM program, I honestly had no idea what type of questions I was going to be talking about or answering with the students. And it turns out it ranged drastically, from what type of video games do I play to what type of books they read, communications about entertainment. But we always tried to focus on career decisions. And with the students ranging from grade 9, 10, and upwards, it was important to figure out what were their career aspirations.
When I signed up for the DreamCatcher Mentor program, everything was on the table. I really wasn't too surprised by any questions that I might have had, but perhaps I went in with a preconceived notion that was wrong, that the questions would be geared more towards a Northern Canadian experience. But what I found was, listening to the questions, everyone was so connected and so wired and had so many questions. They could have been living right next to me. And I think that was cool that the DreamCatcher website was able to connect us in a way as if I was actually right there.
It was such a unique opportunity, not only for obviously the students, but for someone like myself who lives in Toronto, who really has not much information or a good grasp of what it's like living in Northern Canada. So it was sort of a two-way benefit for me as a mentor and the students, I hope, as learning what living in a big city is like as well, and what being a firefighter is all about in the city of Toronto.
My name is Mariah McGregor. I grew up in the Yukon. I grew up in Mayo and then moved to Whitehorse for high school. And I've lived in Vancouver for the last 15 or so years. I am a mentor in DreamCatcher Mentoring for two things, for being a kinesiologist and also for being a professional athlete. I'm a road cyclist. I think really, it doesn't take that much time to be somebody who is going to influence, somebody else's life. And I think that for me, I found it was way more rewarding than I had imagined it would be to have those interactions and the conversations, and to hope that a little bit of your influence is going to help somebody achieve what they want to achieve.
The DreamCatcher Mentoring program was created to address the increasing dropout rates from high schools in the north. What we have found to date is that the DreamCatcher Mentoring program is having an impact on inspiring kids, empowering students to realize the rewards of staying in school. And as a result, we're seeing a trend that students that participate in the DreamCatcher Mentoring program, they're more likely to graduate and stay in school.